All right, ladies and gentlemen, another random upload presented by yours truly. Just got some things I want to share with you guys and kind of just go over while I do it, just filming it. But basically, the main thing is I gotta get this side skirt off the car. Let you check it out. Basically, it looks like a shark bit the side skirt all down here on the bottom. It's all broken, but basically, something in the road from a car in front of me went up under the car and apparently came out on the side and caught the skirt, broke it. But that's why I installed these side skirts before. It's because I knew eventually they're going to break, or there's a good chance they're going to break. So I just wanted something that I could replace easily. These have lasted for a while. If it wasn't for that, it probably would have continued to last forever. The other side's fine. I do have some more on the way, so that'll be nice to put them back on and make it look right. I'm just going to take it off today just so the look can be finished up. Like I said, well, not look, but half of the work's done. And I can really literally just put them on and it'll be simple. I got an install video for when I put those on about a year and a half. So you can check that out. Got some different plans for this LT4 supercharger that you can't see, but it's in the box. I'll kind of go over that. Probably towards the end of this video, maybe. I have to go pick up the truck later on, and I'll kind of explain what happened to that. I had to take it to Attitude Streetcars. Let them... It was a bad situation that turned into a good situation. I'm kind of happy about it. So, that's a good thing. Nothing's really crazy going on, just a change of plans. This is kind of what happens to cars when you modify them. I mean, even though this isn't really a modification, if this wasn't here, this wouldn't even be an issue pretty much. So, other than that, like I said, random upload. So, just watch me kind of attempt to get this off, and we'll see how that goes. Birds out there go crazy. Alright guys, so I figured I'd just take a moment to talk about this LT4 supercharger that I recently picked up. Pretty much, this is the first time I've opened it up. I kind of wanted to do this, you know, just look at it. I mean, I already know it's a good supercharger. You can just freaking look at the rotors. And I mean, hardly used at all, to be honest. Hardly. I mean, I've seen much worse rotors that still make tons of boost. So, I mean, that was the whole thing with this, getting this supercharger, is I knew it was going to be quote unquote spotless. I mean, just looking at it, it's pretty solid, I have to say. But I'm just looking it over, you know, just seeing what I got. But like I said, I wanted to talk about it. So basically, I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind as far as what I want to do with this whole package. Going on the car, building the car, and so forth and so on, and this and that. It's crazy looking at this car without side skirts on it. But anyway, just... one of you guys' opinion. I kind of did this video with the truck a year or two ago, and it did pretty good. A lot of people liked it, so I want to do it with the car because I'm kind of at that point. I believe I'll title this video "Boosting the Car" or LT1, whatever the case may be. All right, so that was awkward. My neighbor probably caught me talking to myself, but nonetheless, like I said, I made a video for the truck about this about a year ago, whatever the case may be. And I want you guys' opinion. Right now I'm at a crossroads. Either get the Weapon X kit, slap the LT4 supercharger on, and probably make safe horsepower at 600, the stock LT1. If you know anything about these LT1s, they're great motors. I mean, they're basically based off the LS, and I think they'll last forever. I think they'll have longevity just as good as the LS1s, whatever the case may be. I think the LTs will be just as good as the LSs at the end of the day, but I'm biased. But anyway, they're not good with boosts. The ring gap, if you don't know, is too tight on the pistons. The tolerance, I guess you could say, it's very tight. For booster applications, you need a little bit more of a loose tolerance. So when that heat expansion and everything like that, the ring doesn't basically, let's say it has a gap. When the heat, they of course expand and then the gap closes. But when that gap closes too much with too much heat and basically too much cylinder pressure, the ring will push on itself for a while and eventually it'll push on the top of the piston. And that's what happens with the LT1s. Me personally, I've read where guys have basically taken each piston out of the cylinder individually, loosened up the ring gap a little bit more, put them back in, and they've made power, big power on the pistons. These aren't forged pistons. They're sodium filled cast pistons, I guess is what they are. So they're not forged, so of course they're never going to be as strong as LT4 pistons, LSA pistons. Well, LSA pistons aren't forged either. But anyway, they won't be as strong as a forged piston for sure. But like I said, safe horsepower on these cars is about 600 horsepower on an LT1. That's where I feel, that's where there's videos and people claiming they're making 700, 800 in LT1s with super good tunes and all that. I haven't seen the motor. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, because you could technically say stock bottom in LT1, you regap the rings, it's still stock bottom in LT1. If you use the same rings, you're still using all the same parts. You just made a slight modification. Because I believe it's just a top ring too. It's not even the bottom ring. It's just the top oil piston ring that basically is the issue. So, I mean, you know, guys say stock bottom in LT1, stock bottom in this. It technically is a stock bottom end, but that's not what my intention is or what I mean by it. So basically what I'm saying is I think I want to build the LT1. I hear the CTSV pulling up, so you'll see that in a second. But basically I want to build the LT1. Simple. I just want to put forged pistons and rods in here. I was going to do GPI drop in, but what I'll probably do is just do Wasco pistons with a scat rod forged. It'll be good to go. Because the connections I have, the people I know that can build this motor, even if I do drop in pistons, I'll probably let them take... I have access to another LT1. So that one will be built while this one's still in my car, while I can still drive it. So it only makes sense to... I don't have to force myself to do drop-in pistons. They're simple, but the guy I'm going to take it to, he rotates the crank with the pistons anyway. So it's the same process whether they're drop-in or whether they're not exactly weighted pistons. So here comes the CTSV. I don't know why he's pulling it in. I guess he's pulling it in. Alright, so thanks to the truck, I had an eventful morning. The next day, kind of had to handle some business while my dad was with the V and everything, so I didn't finish the video then. But got the truck back for one. Thanks to David and Brandon over at Attitude for getting me back on the road. That's much appreciated. Then, probably what you'll see in the video, this morning, the battery wouldn't start. And I was just thinking to myself about, this is how cars are. I was just thinking to myself like, man, I remember the last time I changed the battery because it was like crazy when it died. I actually killed it. So I was thinking like, man, I haven't changed that battery in a while. This thing, it's been doing good, whatever the case may be. Like Attitude, it started just fine. Started right up, everything was good. And then fucking today, excuse my language, this morning, trying to go to work, got everything packed early, ready to go, it doesn't start. I mean, it turns the motor over half a turn, and then it doesn't start. So I had to get the jump box from work to an hour shift. But anyway, like I was saying, with the car, essentially what I want to do is put some forged pistons and rods in it, build the other LT1 I have access to, and then put it in my car. Pretty much stock everything. Probably could have put a cam in it. So put a cam kit in it, probably takes a speed. pistons and rods, and stock LT1 heads. There we go, stock LT1 heads, or maybe ported, whatever the case, and then run it like that. Then I can kind of turn the LT4 supercharger up, put a pulley on it, probably put a lower pulley on it. Like I said, I can kind of turn it up, get a little more aggressive with it, but then won't have to worry about it afterwards. And that's the biggest thing, is like, I kind of want to do it right in one shot and not have to worry about it again. So not have to worry about a piston finally giving up on me or anything like that. So that's what I was trying to get to earlier, and I know I probably repeated a lot of stuff I said in that clip, but like I said, that was yesterday. I don't really remember it all, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, basically with the truck, the parking brake exploded. That's why I looked back there. It was making a crazy noise, and I thought the axle bearings, the bearings on the ends of the axle, well, I thought the one on the passenger side had basically destroyed itself. Come to find out, it was just fine. Literally, the parking brake just decided that it basically exploded. Like, I had used it last time I used it. It was kind of it was rough. It made like a funky noise the last time I used it. I didn't really think nothing of it. Rolling down the road, it took about a day or two for it to really become an issue, and then I just heard like metal on metal just killing itself, and it was basically the parking brake, all the little pieces and everything, like inside the drum of the rotor, just spinning around, I guess, making all types of noise. But it was fine. Got that all fixed up, so the truck's back on the road. Hopefully I don't have to put a battery in it. The system looks like it's charging. Something was killing it. Something definitely killed it, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But nonetheless, that's not a big deal. That's just minor stuff. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm finally here at work, so I guess I'll do some work. Everybody have a good day. Subscribe to the channel.